Welcome to and welcome back, Archival.Sessions number 7. Wow, we're almost to 10. Really excited. This is the largest film I've covered. I think there was a $150 million budget. This is one battle after another, written and directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Tiana Taylor, Sean Penn, Chase Infinity, Regina Hall, Benicio del Toro, a lot of big names in this, but also a lot of great performances in this. This movie, the marketing for this movie, I always felt like, okay, there's more to this movie and they don't know how to market it. But now I understand why might have been a challenge for a studio to market this movie. This movie's very politically charged and has kind of states where, well, I don't know what Paul Thomas Anderson's thoughts are, but he obviously has leanings. And for this movie to open in a immigration detention center, where you see families and people just caged up, like that's still going on within this country. And to see people go there armed with guns, bombs, and try to free them. That's a way to start a movie. And I really commend Paul Thomas Anderson for making like a contemporary film that deals with these fascist things that are going on within United States. So right off the bat, this movie, boom, is in your face. And I have to say, I know Leonardo DiCaprio is the largest star in this movie, but the stars of this film is Tiana Taylor, Chase Infinity, and Sean Penn. It is their story, though. Leo is the star and oftentimes is used as comic relief, but this story and the heart and the emotion lies in those three's performance, because it really talks about them and how their story all connects to this world that we're in. And I love how blatantly we see, this white supremacy organization, and also to see the revolution. You see the parallels between the two on how this white supremacy organization is only there to benefit white men, white rich men, right? And then when you see the revolutionary group led by women, freeing people with families, freeing vulnerable people, and it just kind of tells you, like, one side has the backing of the United States military power, and one has the backing of people, just normal people. I'm kind of just everywhere because I saw this movie last night and I wasn't able to record, so that's why I'm still kind of scattered brained. But I really enjoyed this movie. And I enjoyed how laser focused it was on these two groups and how they interact with each other. Like coded language, I think that was a big thing for me that I took away from this movie, is the use of coded language. How the white supremacy group, they didn't call themselves white supremacists. They called themselves a Christmas travel group or like Christmas holiday, and they were like Merry Christmas, and like it was something that's supposed to have this meaning of like hey, Merry Christmas. It now has this connotation like, nah, I don't trust it. And that's the thing where, and then we have like, I have to talk about like Charlie Kirk's assassination. And people like he just wanted a strong debate, and it was like, no, he used coded language, and oftentimes was very blatant what he was talking about, citing wrong stats, saying false things, having false equivalencies. He engaged in that world where it was like, I don't need to interact with you, because what you're doing is you're just spreading white supremacy ideas and saying, oh, they're just free thoughts, and it's kind of like, I don't know, you expect me to look at you and be like, hey, you're normal? No. There is a cut. I usually don't cut, but I am kind of scatterbrained. I'm still trying to think about this movie. Benicio del Toro's performance. When we see him mobilizing his community and how to protect these families and people who are high, like the U.S. government is scary in this movie. It truly, you see when they mobilize these military, groups, it's scary. They are heavily armed, heavily organized, and they come in and they're like, "Oh, it's a roundup," and they'll just get out of here. And Benicio del Toro, his like, he's drinking beer. He's I really enjoy him as an actor. Really good. And Leo, the whole movie is just a paranoid, bumbling stoner. Like that's really what he is. He's in a robe and he's just like, I need a gun. Like he's just fumbling around, and it's insane. It's really insane how much they use Leo as comic relief. He's really a side character. I know his face is big on the poster. It's like he's actually kind of a side character. And then with Chase Infinity and Tiana Taylor, she's a great actor. She's able to, like, talk about commanding the camera. Like, you're focused on her, and then when Sean Penn, it's like, oh my god, look at this little freak. Like, he's infatuated with her, and she knows how to use that power of, like, being this woman, knowing, like, I'm a revolutionary person, but also, like, I kind of get what I want. She gets what she wants, and she really acts it well. Tiana Taylor, really, really good job. It was good. I saw her in Straw earlier. That movie's trash, but her in this movie, very good. Really, really good stuff. And then Chase Infinity, for, like, I think the only other thing I've seen her in is Presumed Innocent, which is, I mean, her part in that was fine, but that's a good show. But this was good. Like, she had to bring a performance here, and she's able to hold her own in these really good scenes, especially like when Sean Penn it's her and Sean Penn in a scene. The scene when that tracker tries to save her. It's multiple scenes with her, and she's carrying her own in this, like, big action thriller movie. It's really, really impressive, especially for someone who is inexperienced within the film world. But also, in the movie, it just doesn't hide its, especially when I was like watching it, I'm like, wait, he's really about to kill her because, like, he has a mixed daughter and he wants to join this white supremacy fraternity group. And he's like, I gotta get rid of her. And I remember when they finally say it, I was like, wow, this movie is very honest, extremely honest. And this is probably one of my, I have to watch. I'm watching it again Tuesday night. I think I'm gonna make another video. I have to make another video. This is probably my worst YouTube review, kind of not as succinct, but I really enjoyed those parallels between this white supremacy group and the whole Christmas travel coded language and the revolution, like what it looks like they're mobilizing too, they are organizing too, and us as people, working class people, what are we doing? Because that's scary to know that, and they have the backing of the U.S. military. They have the backing of the U.S. military. But I love to see the revolution is woman-led, black woman-led. We know that. When we see those nuns, it's a black woman who's in charge. Like, also to see, what's her name? Alana Haim kiss Wood Harris. That's a crazy image. Like, wow. Alana Haim and Wood Harris. I don't think that's her name, but one of those Haim girls. That's crazy. I was like, I think I never saw that. But it's both sides. We have like we need to have our own coded language. And when I say we, I'm talking about working class people. We have to have our own coded language. Because they're saying Merry Christmas. They're Christmas travelers. They know exactly what they want, and they know like the production that they control, the military they control. All of it is under their wing. And this revolutionary group, you're seeing like they're blowing up banks. They're freeing families, not just like families. That's who's in those detention centers. Families, not criminals, psychopaths. And they keep saying blank backs. It was so nasty how the military and this white supremacy talk is just constant subjugation. And when you're part of the revolution, like, nah, like, this is freedom for all. I don't get how that's not insightful for everyone. I'm rambling, but I really did enjoy this movie. I'm seeing it again Tuesday. I will have more. I think this will be the first time I'll have 2 videos on the same movie. But this was good. This was a very good movie. And I have to give a shout to Tiana Taylor, Sean Penn, and Chase Infinity. This was their story, and it felt like their story. Now I know why the marketing was weird. Peace out, guys. This is a weird one. Sorry, but I'm just still finding it hard to talk about this movie, because this movie touches on something that has been disturbing me, on how we're letting white supremacy's group have legitimacy when they don't. They're not legitimate. The ideas they have are not legitimate, and people, and because we kowtow to white people, we have to take it as legitimate, and it's not. It's not based in reality. It's based on hate. It's based on an idea that is not real. Humans are not categorized in this hierarchy caste system enough. That has to stop. And this movie touches on that. Like, they're mobilizing, they're organizing, and they have the backing of the U.S. military. That's a reality that we live in. And we need people that understand it's working class folks who make this whole world run. All right. We're in the majority. We're the ones putting our whole bodies on the line, and families, to just live in this world. But how these white supremacy groups and a lot of governments are just, they're on that side. They're on the side of a caste system. They're on the side of creating division. And yeah, I'm not with that. So one battle after another, and I don't think, yeah, it's like this doesn't stop. It's one battle after another. Yeah, man, what a good movie. And then it makes me think about Paul Thomas Anderson and being like, what does he, I kind of need him to talk more. What does he think? And I never watched any of his films in theaters. I only saw it like at home, or try to find some random link to watch his movies or rent them. I've never seen it in the theaters. Now it's good to see, like, okay, this is we know he's a talented filmmaker, but now this is a filmmaker making a contemporary movie that feels now, that is talking about the now. Yeah, this is really good, really interesting, and I need more of this. I need more films like this that are tackling these hard ideas and conflicts that are going on now within United States. That's what we need. Movies like this. So I see it again Tuesday. I'm going to have more thoughts. I'm going to make another video. But yeah, one battle after another. Superb film. Thanks, y'all.